do 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 do. Thank God it's Friday. It's Friday, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing? It's your boy OG Big Sam, your story and showstopper. Quite sure the franchise will be along sometime or another. Um, we're gonna talk about a couple of things. We lost a legend this week. We'll discuss that a little bit. We're going to discuss the possibilities of Michael 2.0. Will it be an experience coming out of the trunk, or will it be a complete experience of a QB1 quarterback? Yeah, things of that nature. We're gonna, get into, you know, on this wet, humid, spasmodic, asthmatic, pollen type day, on this here Falcon Friday, getting into a little bit of the madness that's going on, in the sports world of the Atlanta Falcons. I know that was just a press conference. So I know the mad one and the therapist will probably be giving y'all vid clips and, confirmation and, insight on that, coming up, here shortly. But let's go on and get into this thing, man. Let's get into this. To start off with, we lost a good one on Wednesday. If a lot of you all didn't know, Jimmy Johnson had been having health issues over the last couple of years. If you hadn't been noticing, a lot of the times he would be, doing the, the Fox NFL, analyst show from his house. For the most part over the last couple of years. He had an historical career from college to the NFL. He won on an elite level in the NCAA. He won on an elite level in the NFL. I think he would have done it in Miami had that front office let him, really do what he was capable of doing down there, and and probably would have been able to send Marino out with a chip, but it happened. Jimmy Johnson was the first monumental mistake that Jerry Jones made. Jerry actually brought the quintessential blueprint from college to pro, and lined up every position with depth, especially the O-line and D-line, and proceeded to, win back-to-back championships. Probably could have won 3 in a row. To be quite frankly with you. I mean, that team that he put together won 3 championships in 4 years. Should have been 4. It should have been 4 or 5. But I mean, Jerry Jones's ego put him out, put him and himself out the pasture of over the last 25 years or so. Um, Jerry Jones, excuse me, Jimmy Jones was really one of the great ones. He was a great motivator. He was a great X's and O's guy, and he had the blueprint and stuck to it, and it produced championships in the NCAA and in the NFL. There's not too much more that you could say about Jimmy Johnson. Except God bless him, his soul, and his family. Um, in the sports world, in the world in general, we lost a great one, a good one, an honorable one, and a blessed one. You know. Um, just say good afternoon to everyone. Floyd Donnelly. Hey Sonya. What up, Corey Gear? Uh Gambred Monk, what's good? Smooth 78, good to see you in here again. Uh and all, and to everyone, what I'm saying, that's behind the gauge of their laptop, their phone, their television, or however that you're looking at this, good afternoon, and good afternoon. Um, Again, condolences to the Jones family, condolences to that NFL family, you know what I'm saying? Um, we lost a great one. Um, we lost a great one. Um, in that aspect right there. Um, and hey, Auntie, how you doing? Just talking about Jimmy Johnson. You know, he transitioned on to a better place, on Wednesday. Um, he was just talking about, what I'm saying, what he did in his, professional career from the NCAA to the NFL and the blueprint, in the way he did things. And we're going to slide on into the meat of the stuff. As most of you all know, as most of the world know, we drafted um, Michael Penix Jr. at the number 8 pick, future signal caller for the Atlanta Falcons. In hearing a lot of people um, you know, some people agree with me on him sitting for these next 2 seasons. Um, some people are delusionally screaming out loud that he could start right now. Just taking an obtuse look down the road. Michael 2.0, Lefty Jr., the Penix experience, as it were. What will it be? The in the trunk version or QB 100? Which happens? Which happens? You know, in a perfect world, we are all hoping for him to hit the ground running. Um, Honestly, and I mean, but it's he's already gravitated that way. But it just honestly, in my mind, in my opinion, I really don't want Michael Vick involved in this situation. I really don't. Um, but as it were, as it is, he's been called upon and has been mentioned as a wishful and present mentor to this young man. Yes, the similarities have been spoken on. Hey, his name is Michael. One. Number two, he's left-handed as well. And most important of all, he runs a 4.443 somewhere in that aspect. He can run like Kunta, Kente, you know. Um, but I mean, what are the possibilities? A lot of people are saying it's endless. Um, some are saying he's ready now. I think if you all have watched me this week, y'all know my thoughts and feelings and where it all stands. But seeing as how no one is wants to talk about anything else, I figured, hell, might as well. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. Let's talk about it. You know, there go Auntie. Let's go get them. When you all get a chance, go look at the podcast that Patrick Peterson and McFadden, all things covered. Our very own Michael Penix Jr. is on there. Very informative. Yes, yes. That is Auntie doing the homework. You know what I'm saying? And if she says it's informative, then you can book it. You can book it. Um, I think in a perfect world, he puts in a lot of architectural work and getting to know his teammates and putting in a lot of film work on the three other defenses in this division and the top defenses in this conference. Um, again, we're talking in a perfect world. Um, when he hits the ground, there'll be some sense of calmness. Y'all know the word I'm looking for. That saying, calm in the midst of the storm. Ready. Being adverse ready, if you will. Then I think that happens, especially with the way that they plan on bringing him along in this offense. Um, we could wish for Jordan Love, Patrick Mahomes start to his career, a Dan Marino type start to his career. Um, if anybody, if you are old enough to remember Warren Moon, the way he started his career, even in the USFL, yeah, Doug Williams, Randall Cunningham, you know what I'm saying? Um, Matt Ryan, you want these kind of starts. You want this kind of affirmations type of wanting, you know what I'm saying, to lead, to wanting to succeed, aggressively, you know what I'm saying, not being scared of the moment, uh, type of thing to happen, you know. Corey Gears said, damn, I forgot about McFadden. I'm gonna check that out. Yeah, yeah, we're all. I mean, you got a couple of things to check out. I mean, Dirty Birds just did a press conference, and you know what I'm saying, you got that as well. There's some good things out here, that are going on. It's and it's going to be even more because the young man is going to be making his rounds to on the shows, on the Atlanta talk shows, and on the podcasts in general. Um, yeah, which is going to make for a sticky situation. I think the peer pressure, the media pressure itself is going to, cause some pipes to bust in certain situations, and it's going to get TMZ ish in the ATL. It really is. I can, I feel it. I mean, because people are talking, doing, and how these conversations and all everything about Mike Penix Jr. Like Kirk Cousins ain't QB1. where the conversation, you know, I mean, it's obvious, you know. I mean, he's going to play. He's going to be QB1 this season. That should be what the conversation is about. But no, social media, this fan base is as it were, are talking as if he's going to start this year. Um, you know, we're trying to talk up this wanted fantasy, if you will. Um, like I said, if y'all heard me, what I'm saying, this week, y'all know where I stand on this. The young man needs to, adhere to this coaching staff as it's built to school him, groom him, grow him, develop him. And have as many conversations as he can with uh Dirty Kirk. You know, it is set up as such to for it to go that way. If he is of the mind of as he's presenting himself, from the characteristic stand that I'm seeing, um, this should this should go quietly like it went quietly for Jordan Love in Green Bay. This should go, what I'm saying, smooth and quietly as it went in Kansas City with Alex Smith and Patrick Mahomes. Um, because this is set up just like those two particular situations. Um, because as far as how the title of the topic is concerned, um, I don't see any in the trunk red flags. Um, so my mind's eye at this particular point in time is looking for, is looking at it, saying as the start of a complete experience. Um, I mean, because in the perfect world, that's what we want. You know, in a pleasurable moment for all parties involved. We want the you know uh, Vic entertainment coupled with the Matt Ryan stats. That's what everybody's hoping and wishing and praying for. You know. Auntie says the press conference with Raheem Morris. He explains why the quarterback position is important, and he is currently has open tryouts in the rookie minicamp. Has 5 open spots. Okay, alrighty. I mean, well, Steve fell into a great situation with the 49ers, because he got drafted by, was he drafted or was he picked up or traded for? I can't exactly remember how he got to Tampa. I think they drafted him, I believe. I think. I'm not too sure. Can someone look that up and, and find that out? But he came into that situation and was a viable insurance policy for a couple of seasons. Um, and him getting hurt in uh in '92 kind of expedited his exit out of San Francisco, which opened the door for Steve Young and them doing what they did in '93, '94. Um, but yeah, you know, I mean, me personally, I would love to see this young man, speak to speak to some, you know, body individuals that could really help him in his, what I'm saying, journey to becoming an NFL quarterback. Um, you know, some guys that, did it and did it the right way, you know. Oh, okay. Y'all give me a hot second. Give me just a hot second. My dang gone. My pad won't act right for me right quick. Uh, it is. I know I made it. Oh, this sucks. Yeah. I would like to see MPJ reach out to, you know, some Steve Youngs and Dan Marinos and Matt Ryans of the world, you know. Um, you know what I'm saying? The Warren Moons and Doug Williams, you know what I'm saying? Um, I mean, don't get me wrong. Vic has some things to offer, his experience, in Philly and in Pittsburgh. He has, some things to offer. But just and then even with that, even with his experience here, yes, he would have some things to offer, what I'm saying? Um, going through what he went through. But from a quarterback's perspective, I would love to see him, what I'm saying, reach out to the Steve Youngs and the Matt Ryans and the Dan Marinos of the world, the Am Fouts and you know, got some guys that did it, on a high level. You know what I'm saying? You know, from gold jacket to big ring to both. You know, uh, of course, I'll be trying to catch those conferences, but press conferences, but the timing be off. Yeah. What up, Mucho? What up, John? What's good? Appreciate y'all for joining. We're, speaking on MPJ and his possibilities to be what he could be here, and saying, or the possibilities of a crash and burn. What would it be, the in the trunk version or the QB1, complete experience? um Here is something where what I believe that needs to be that needs to happen. What I'm saying, more over everything. Um, with the litany of injuries, and what I'm saying, his injury history, he needs to spend about $2 million on his body. That would include a personal trainer, a chef, um, yoga, chiropractor, masseuse. Yeah, all of that. You know what I'm saying? To put it into a regular rotation of, you know, burning, cooling down, healing up, restoring, and having a balance, and you know what I'm saying, and eating things that are, strengthen your ligaments, your tendons, what I'm saying, bones included, what I'm saying, and your blood system, your bloodstream as well. Because we don't we that's what we don't want, is for his injury history to be his downfall. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm just that's just my specific thought. And thank you, Vincent, for helping me with that note right there. Yeah, Steve got traded from the Bucks to the 49ers. Yeah, when they drafted Vickittis, you right. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, so that means yeah, he sat behind Joe 5 years. Yeah, he sure did. He sat behind Joe 5 years. hmm Um, yeah, Vintage Verdi, yeah, he was a Heisman Trophy winner. Um, hey, look, especially at that time, and then coming off a winless season, a one-win season, um, and what was going on over there with the McKay family, yeah, it was rough. Uh, Coach Peppers was good. The Atlanta Falcons have made a notable addition to their roster by signing Kenny Og- Oginyi, defensive end hailing from Nigeria, through the NFL's International Player Pathway Program. All right, all right. Mad Mike was good. Wait a minute. Okay. Says it goes against team policies. He has to get permission to take anything or hire. Okay, okay, okay. I see. All right, all right, all right, all right. Okay. Well, I mean, well, however it works. I'm quite sure that going down that particular road, down that particular rabbit hole, they would, what I'm saying, try to, get things and make things feasibly possible. Especially, in wanting to have a vested interest in having a good start for this young man, what I'm saying, when he does hit the field and not being, don't come out being, injury prone or fragile and, you know, and then, have to deal with Nick and necks, and being out every other game. But I understand, what I'm saying, from that point of view, uh, on that right there, sir. Thank you for that particular information. Um, okay, you know, um, but yeah, um, he seems, like I said before, he seems to have a good head on his shoulders. Um, I've been checking him out, while he's been making his rounds and whatnot, and on the local circuit. He seems to have a good head on his shoulders. Nothing quite alarming. Um, he is saying all the right things. He's being in all the right places and not on the wrong streets and strips, uh, if you will. Um, I'm just saying, what is and what could be, and you guys in your comments, drop your thoughts on it. Um, will it, in the trunk version or the QB100, the complete experience. What do you see? We all know what we're wishing for, you know. But in either way, it's going to be a train wreck feeling type of a ride soon. And as you can see, the Senator Matt, aka Mad Mike Sports, aka Willie Two Steel, is in the building.
Well, got some
And
bad news for you.
who was
Got some,
that?
well, NFL players can't get personal trainers. They're not allowed to get even booty rubs from their masseuses, the ATL therapists of the world. They're not allowed to do that. So
Uh-huh.
that's something that actually goes against one of a lot of teams' rules. That's kind of what got Deshaun Watson into trouble. That got Tom Brady into trouble. His personal trainer was actually kicked out of training camp and from kind of being around him. So it actually goes against NFL most NFL protocols. Most
Uh-huh.
teams are a little bit a lot they're a little bit more lenient than others. But mostly because what happens is you don't know what these personal trainers are actually giving these guys, because it could be like steroids, could be any type of PEDs and stuff now. So it's like for him to spend money
Right.
on his body,
Right.
that
Right.
actually goes against team protocol. So
Right.
you got to you have to have somebody. That's why they have team doctors and team
Uh-huh.
nutritionists and whatnot. So
Right.
I know a lot of people want him to get um to be healthy and whatnot, but
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to clear it up because
Right.
that's what kind of got a lot of players into trouble because they was taking things, and you see it in baseball too. A lot of baseball
Yeah.
players, I mean the Barry Bonds of the world, because they were getting all these private
Mm-hmm.
doctors and nutritionists and all that type of stuff. If you look at Tom Brady, just with the Patriots, like what went wrong there is because he did the exact same thing. Um, well, he did exactly the same thing that you were saying. He was putting so much money in his body, but um, Bill Belichick and the staff, the doctors,
Yeah.
they they were they were
All
put
that has come out on that. There was a lot of hokey shit that was going on, and they were trying to get the shit out of the building.
and they were trying to get him out of the building because at some well, it was at a point where the NFL was like, "Hey, bro, you taking PEDs," and it had been proven that he was taking PEDs. Tom Brady was taking PEDs, but the
Mm-hmm.
NFL swept it on the road. So it is a known fact that Tom Brady did, in fact, take PEDs for
Yeah.
the last 3 to 4 years of career. This is not a joke. It's
Uh-huh.
not a hoax. You
Yeah.
can go read it up for yourself.
Yeah.
Him and his doctor. I think he ended up having to get rid of his doctor, his personal
Yeah.
doctor and chef and all that type of stuff. So all this stuff is just
Mm-hmm.
known. So cool. I know we want Michael Penix Jr. to be the best available quarterback, but I said I don't see the quarterback position for the most part. Him being a quarterback, mostly he's going to be standing in the pocket. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
it'll be a problem with his injuries. Um, I just think everybody just like it's gonna be a blip on the radar because a lot of people don't even know about Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan blew out both of his he damn near blew out both of his knees. I believe it was a car accident or something like that. He blew out both of his knees before because he was due to actually go to Georgia Tech to run that triple option. Matt Ryan was a hell of an athlete and he blew out his knee in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
was it high school?
Yeah,
Senior
it was.
year, sophomore year, it's somewhere in there in his high school career, but he
If
blew
I
it before.
remember, I think it was a sophomore year in high
hmm
school.
hmm So he blew out his knee, and he ended up living. He was pretty good. So injury is not the end all be all. It's not all the end all be all. What a lot of these football players, because you look at guys
Mm-hmm.
like Hines Ward, you look at T.O. broke
Mm-hmm.
legs, broke Jerry Rice blew out his knee several times. So I, I think it's a legitimate concern, but he'll be fine, man. He's a guy that he stays in the pocket anyway, so you're not gonna really see too much of Penix moving around and doing all that type of stuff. They're gonna design things to make sure that he's straight.
Right. Well, see, now this is a good part about being a member of a team because I can't that little factoid about him and his health is just when I was setting up the show came close. I knew somebody somewhere if something was known on that fact would bring
You,
it up.
you know if it has anything to do with the quarterback, and a lot
Mm-hmm.
of the rules. I'm
Right.
gonna be somewhere around, somewhere
Mm-hmm.
around.
Yep. 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 The franchise is in the building.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.
So, franchise, two Penix or not two Penix?
Oh
Penix
God,
in the
Hey.
trunk
I'm about to leave. I'm about to
or
leave,
Penix
y'all.
on the
We're
bench?
not doing this.
Oh,
What is your thought and
uh-uh.
observation
Mm-mm.
and possibilities?
Nope. That
I
that
mean,
uh
hey,
that trunk
when
is
in
staying locked.
Rome, when in Rome, do as Rome do. They want to talk about MPJ. Let's talk about him.
Hey, you already know. He finna leave that trunk locked.
Yeah.
Don't even open that bitch. Don't
Matter of
even
fact, I'm
open it.
hoping he get a motorcycle and don't have no trunk.
Don't no trunk. Not even one of them trunks that you carry around that you store stuff in. Don't even have one of those. Nope.
Gone, 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 gone,
I'm,
gone,
I'm,
gone.
I'm telling you that because you want to see somebody go to PSTD shop. Let me see him go anywhere near a music video.
It,
Acting like people
Yeah, yeah,
hollering,
yeah, yep. I
dancing,
so did.
I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna just leave it alone.
dancing all in the videos, and
Right. Mm-hmm.
See, he looked like the type of black dude that can't dance, so I don't think I think
Hey.
he fine.
hey,
I'm just
Mike,
saying that's
now
my
hold
observation. That's
on,
my
Mike.
observation.
We done
Yeah.
seen some people that can't dance all in the
I,
videos
look,
too.
I'm
So
trying to get a positive out of this, okay? I'm trying to make a positive out of a messed up situation, okay?
hmm
Well. Hopefully, he's a Biz Marquee type.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
hmm
Hopefully, R.I.P. Biz. I'm gonna just leave that one right there.
Yes. Yes. Speaking of RIP, we can back it up. I wanted to get you guys thought. I spoke on it to open the show. We lost Jimmy Johnson on Wednesday. Um,
I'm gonna
and
be real before you even start. I don't know a damn thing about Jim Johnson. I have no clue. Like I think I do, but I don't think I know enough. I remember seeing it, but like I said, I don't know or remember enough. You can kind of refresh my memory on
yeah, he had those three great teams down at the U in Miami. Um,
okay, yeah,
and then after that, after winning the championship, he came to Dallas
went to Dallas. Yeah,
and
it.
and
Oh,
and
you talking about the Jimmy Johnson?
the Jimmy Johnson.
yes.
Yeah, the
Oh no
Jimmy
no no no
Johnson.
no no no. Hold on. Wait. Whoa. You talking about the Jimmy Johnson?
Hall
The
of
Jimmy
Famer
Johnson.
got inducted on live on TV on the show. Jimmy Johnson passed away at
Yeah,
86 on Wednesday.
You talking about how about them Cowboys?
Yes.
Yeah. Whoa. Y'all motherfucking lying to me. Look.
no, ain't
On
nobody
You
lying.
lying to
Wednesday,
me.
No, nobody's
on
lying, Mike.
Wednesday,
Nobody's
on
lying.
Wednesday, Jimmy Johnson passed away. He's been battling health issues for the last 2 years because on the
Yeah,
NFL show on Sunday, he's been broadcasting from his house the last 2 seasons.
yep.
I, this got to be a crude joke on man, Mike. I'm
No,
waiting for
bruh,
somebody to jump out of
I don't talk
closet or
about
something.
nobody being gone unless they gone, bruh. Jimmy Johnson left us on Wednesday.
Yeah, it's
Man,
everywhere. It's
bro,
all over.
wow,
Yes.
bro, I'm
That
just
guy that built
whoa.
that juggernaut in Dallas left here
Sir.
on Wednesday.
Yep.
Whoa. That can't. I don't think that's true, y'all. I gotta.
It,
Hold
it's
up.
true. It is
Oh,
true, Mike.
hold up. I gotta be. I will be back. Oh
Okay.
man.
Okay. Okay. Take time
Yeah.
because
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Take your time.
yeah. I had that same reaction when my sister, you know what I'm saying, showed me on yesterday. You know.
I just looked it up. It's everywhere. Yeah,
hmm
John, it's all over the news, everywhere.
Yeah. I desire. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you. Yeah, yeah, coach. Yeah, it's real. It's real. Yeah, Jimmy Johnson left us on Wednesday. Yep.
So
He
Sam, I got a question for you then.
was that.
Who you think they're gonna have to take his spot on the NFL show?
Um. Hmm.
Cause it can't just be anybody. It got to be somebody that's gonna fit in that role or fit in that.
With that crew.
Hmm.
With that crew with Strahan and them. Uh. Hmm. Interesting. It could be a former
So no,
player.
no, no. This is a different Jimmy Johnson. This is a Jimmy Johnson that played for the 49ers. He was a 49ers guy. Yeah, they're saying 49ers legend from what I'm seeing is the 49ers guy. It was two Jimmy Johnson. That's why I was like, which Jimmy Johnson we talking about? Because I remember the Jimmy Johnson I'm thinking about was the one that was involved with the 49ers team. So that's what I'm saying. Is the Jimmy Johnson, yeah. So it's the same, it's Jimmy Johnson, but it's the 49ers. I remember too. That's why I was like, what's Jimmy Johnson? Because I don't remember seeing the Jimmy Johnson with the 49ers.
Oh, okay, I see it. It's the
Yeah.
black. It's the
Yeah,
black.
it's two of
It's
them.
the
That's
black.
yeah, it's two
It,
Jimmy Johnsons.
Well, well,
damn.
it's actually three. One was a NASCAR driver.
Yeah, the Jimmy Johnson one. Yeah, that's the NASCAR driver. So I was like, hold on,
Yeah,
whoa, because I just sold Jimmy. I was like,
It,
hold on,
it's
whoa. But it's
it's
two
the
Jimmy Johnsons, y'all. So
it's the
yeah,
black. It's the black Jimmy Johnson,
yeah,
not the
it's the
white.
black. Yeah.
okay, okay.
So yeah, I
Well,
do I did see that. That's why I was like, oh whoa. No,
okay.
not
Well,
my boy. I was, but y'all about to
well,
have me shed some thug tears on him, boy. I love me some
right.
Jimmy Johnson. It was yeah,
Okay,
it's a
so
cornerback for the
we all
49ers.
stand corrected. Yeah, he's still walking because
Mm-hmm.
all right.
Yeah, Jimmy Johnson's still one of the greatest. Like that dude is
Mm-hmm.
a Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, man, it's yeah, it's been quite a few days. Like I said, even with Chauncey, um,
Mm-hmm.
he introduced. I've had several run-ins with Eddie Carswell,
Right. Yeah.
and
R.I.P. to Eddie Coswell.
he's been on our show a couple of times. I've done a couple of
Right.
live shows with him.
Uh-huh.
I gotta bring up I gotta look for the live show to kind of do. I want to do a little tribute or something.
Yeah.
But like I said, he's been on our mind. So just keep Chauncey and Eddie Carswell and all the friends and family of it, man. Because like this good dude, a real hardcore, hardcore Falcons fans, and he's just
Yeah.
real passionate
Yeah.
about us. So yeah, man, good dude, man. I shout out to his family and whatnot. But yeah, man, look, I think he was Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy is definitely a legend, man. And like I said, man, like this is why I want to get guys like Jesse Tuggle.
Mm-hmm.
It's a damn shame that Tommy Nova's is not even in the Hall of Fame. I still don't understand that. Um, and everybody in football, everybody who's a member of the football, including the commissioner, everybody, all the owners, like they should be ashamed of themselves for not putting Tommy Nova's. There's an
Yeah.
absolute fucking disgrace why this
Yeah.
man is not in the Hall of Fame. Nobody, you shouldn't tell me. All right, You should rewrite the rules if Tommy Nobis. He's one of the greatest linebackers of all time, and this dude is not even in the Hall of Fame. That's no reason why you can't say, all right, he doesn't deserve to be there. When he got all the respect from his peers, he got all the respect from coaches, he got all the respect from uh, the the writers, and he's still not in there. There is an absolute abomination. Okay, that's an abomination. It's an atrocity. Every fucking word you can come up with. There's no reason why Tommy Noble should be in the hall. Why he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. It's disgusting. That's Jim Johnston. Jim Johnston. He was the defensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles coordinator. This Jimmy Johnson, like I said, he was a former 49ers legend over there. So yeah, like I said, he definitely did some great things, and yeah, it's like I said, man, it's around that time. A lot of these former guys are just getting older, and it just doesn't seem like it's real. So many guys. Yeah, I don't like I said, I don't even know how you can look at yourself in the mirror and say you're a football historian and not make a case. Everybody should be lining up to put Tommy Nobis in the Hall of Fame. But a lot of these problems and issues is because of these jackasses like D Led. They supposed to be leading the charge, but they don't give a shit because they so focused on themselves. They need to be focused on the absolute team, the team that they covering. And there's no excuse for a guy like D Led to not be leading the charge with them. You've been covering the Falcons for years. You've been covering the Falcons as long as I've been freaking alive.
Over 20 years at
So
least.
like it's no reason why he shouldn't be leading the case. And this is why we need to be tweeting him. We need to be harassing the living shit out of him because of this. He don't even give a damn about if Jesse Tucker. He don't give a damn about whether or not Tommy Nobis or Mike Ken and all these guys are in the Hall of Fame. He doesn't give a damn. As long as he get to sit up there and say, Coach, nah, that's all he gives a shit about.
Yeah. Well. Interestingly enough, I have a Michael Penix question for the chat and for you guys.
Oh Jesus.
Looking, into um, our future mind's eye as a scientific hopeful of this fan base, will Michael Penix Jr. be finally the cure for Vickittis?
Michael, you want to take this?
Nigga, don't ask me first. You ask the fucking question.
Can he pull it through? Can he save? We can make it, baby. Can he save us from this atrocity?
I just look. See, Ant just need to go first. Just go ahead and go. Okay. I don't think they're gonna like what I got to say.
Right.
So just go ahead, Antonio.
Mhm.
No, I don't know because they still ain't gonna be happy because he don't run. I mean, yeah, he throw left handed. Yeah, he wear do rags. Yeah, he records music.
Him dog skin.
Him and his dark skin. But guess what? He don't run. That ain't gonna sit well with a lot of these folks.
They got a little
So
fool's gold because he had that track star impersonation going on, and
Well, let
during the
me
contest.
let me look.
Go ahead, Senator. Go ahead. Go ahead. You have the
Yeah,
calm.
please do, please do.
Um, I don't want to talk about Michael Vick and Penix anymore. I like me
Okay.
personally. I'm on the verge of like out banning y'all motherfuckers for even bringing up Penix and Michael Vick in the same. And I'm being serious. I'm being serious. Like I'm being serious because I think it's disrespectful to Michael Vick to even mention Michael Penix in the same breath as Vic. Vic was a revolutionary. He's a guy that helped change the generation of football players, and we can have our own personal feelings about him, but the Vickittis is something that's real. It's not something that made up. It's something that he worked for. He was a legend at Virginia Tech. He was a legend with the Atlanta Falcons and their fan base. And despite what we feel about him, that's what he is. We can't take that away from him. It's some unfortunate things as far as his personal life and how it intertwined um with his professional career. It was unfortunate, and it's something for me personally. I'm he The reason why I'm kind of stuttering on this because this fucking moron in Rashi Rice. Like you should be looking at a guy like Michael Vick and be learning, but this is sad to see young men with so much talent destroy their whole lives because they don't want to stop being niggas. Okay, they don't want to stop being niggas. They just
Say
think
that
their
again.
life they want to stay on in Summer Hill where I was born. I was born in Summer Hill, so I'm a Summer Hill. Done and I were Summer Hill baby. That's why I was born. I moved all around Atlanta, but I was born in Summer Hill. All right, so they want to stay on the block, and a lot of reasons why Michael Vick failed is because he wanted to stay that same dude that people remember in Virginia. You can't
Right.
bring the hood with you, and that's the thing with Mike Vick. So I always say that Michael Vick was he earned all the adulation, he all the praise, and he owned all the negative that came his way. But to say Michael Penix is going to be the cure to Vic Itis is disrespectful to Michael Vick because he did some good things. He did some great things. Um, like I said, he inspired a generation of quarterbacks. You see, even a lot of white quarterbacks, Caucasian quarterbacks, whatever you want to say, they idolize this dude. When they sit down, bro. It's like a kid in the candy store. They love to do so. It's very disrespectful because like even Michael Penix in college, he couldn't hold a fucking candle to Mike Vick. Mike Vick was the fucking soon he stepped foot on a fucking field at Virginia Tech, it was a fucking show. So it's very disrespectful to even put Michael Penix on the same level and on any level, popularity, to play anything. You can't put him on the same level as a Michael Vick. It's disgusting. So fuck no, he's never going to live up to that. He's the cure to the Vic. It's very disrespectful to Mike Vick to even put him on that. And I know a lot of people probably just like didn't expect me to say that, but I don't believe y'all heard me say this time and time again. And Sam, I don't put no quarterback on any level until he's been in the league 3 to 4 years. Once he get to that 3 to 4 years and he's been consistent, now we can talk. Michael Penix hasn't played one fucking game. We up here trying to put him as a legend or this or that. At the end of the day, let these dudes do their thing first before we start praising them and saying he gonna be the next Matt Ryan or Michael Vick or even fucking Tom Brady or whoever the fuck quarterback. Let them damn play. So fuck no. It's very disrespectful to Mike Vick to even say some shit like that. Y'all can speak. It's okay to
It,
speak. It's okay. It's
it,
okay to speak.
it may be disrespectful, but it's hilarious to me.
No
Why is
comment.
it hilarious?
After
Why
all,
is hilarious?
because after all this goddamn time, we still talking about this shit.
But this is why. That's again. Why is it? Why are we talking about this? We don't
Shit,
have a real conversation. Why are we talking about this? Michael Vick
we
made
should.
an impact.
I get it,
The
right?
regard. Hold on. No, no, no. This is where you're wrong at this. Michael Vick earns that right to be called and to still be in a conversation. Whether we like it or not, he earned that right. He earned that right to be called a Falcons legend. Whether you like his play, whether you don't admire what he did in his entire career, he earned that fucking right. This man has not played a fucking game, and we're trying to compare him to Michael Vick. That's disrespectful.
That's not what I meant. I mean, I'm not comparing anybody. Period. I mean, like you said, he hasn't played it down, but this is what I'm talking about. Like, we're still trying to compare Mike Vick to this guy when after all Mike Vick did here and in and with Philly and Pittsburgh. Why?
This is
Leave that
because
man.
he's a legend. It's
I
never
get
going to go
look.
away. It's never going to go away. That's the beauty about
Well, we're
sports.
never.
There are
Well,
always going to be comparisons.
if it's never going to go away, then we're never going to be delivered from that stigma.
I
Ever.
mean, I don't. The reason why I say this is because let's look at the Braves for example. That's why I say it's not a problem. It's the fans and people make it a problem. If we look at the Atlanta Braves for example, we look at Atlanta Braves for example. What, as far as they pitching is concerned, what is that stigma with that Atlanta Braves pitching? You got three guys everybody try to live up to, right? And no matter what they do, they're always going to be compared to a Greg Maddux, a John Smoltz, or Tom Brady, but Tom Glavine. They're always going to be compared to these guys. It's not fair. It's not a conversation that a lot of people are going to be comfortable with. But those guys are the standard of an organization, and that's the issue. So
But
it really come down to us as fans. We just got to deal with it because at the end of the day, Matt Ryan and Mike Vick is going to be the standard when it comes down to the Atlanta Falcons. It's going to
but
be a conversation that's never going to end.
Mike, that's two different things because you don't hear about it in baseball like that,
Of
especially
course
with
you
the
do.
Braves. No,
Of
you
course you
don't.
do.
You don't hear about it.
Want me to tell you how
But
you wrong? Want me to
but
tell you why you wrong? You
hold
hear
on, Mike.
about it.
Hold on, Mike. Hold on. Now with the Falcons, with Mike Vick, you hear it all the time. All the time. It's regurgitated all the time. With the Braves, you don't hear about it like that.
You hear about it. I hear about it all the time. I hear about every pitcher. He's the next.
I
You
don't.
always see he's the next great Atlanta Braves pitcher. Do you not hear that?
Yeah. Okay, we can go to the next topic.
Huh? No, 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 no. We're gonna answer. No,
No,
we ain't finna.
no.
No.
I
Do
already
you
answered.
not?
I already
Do
answered it.
you not hear when we talk
No,
about
I
is he
don't.
the next great Chipper Jones, the next
No,
great player? Is he going to be the next Andrew Jones? Do we hear those comparisons? Do we see here that
man.
Spencer
No,
Strider is going to be the next great pitcher for the Atlanta Braves? Do we not hear those things? Do we not hear when Trey Young getting comparison to Dominique Wilkins? These things always going to be there. Again, it goes to back to what the fans don't want to compare players. But the truth of the matter, it doesn't matter whether or not we want to compare. It's going to be the comparison. It's nothing we could do about it. Why? Because these guys have been so great and the organization has a standard, and that's always going to be the case. But us as fans, we got to deal with it. Matt Ryan conversation ain't going nowhere. The Mike Vick conversation ain't going nowhere. The Chipper Jones conversation ain't going nowhere. We just literally had the Big Bear and just take over home run lead in baseball. And who they comparing it to? Andres Galarraga. There's always going to be comparisons to any player, but it's really the fans and a lot of the media. The media is the culprit in this shit because what they do, they keep adding fuel to the fire. So it's not a matter of is it fair? It's a matter of it's going to be there. There's nothing we could do about it. Those comparisons is going to be there because again, Chipper Jones earned his stripes. Andrew Jones, they own their stripes. A lot of these, the Deion Sanders, they earn their stripes. So, I mean, you can look at the cornerback for the. I just did a video on D'Angelo Hall. People was trying to compare D'Angelo Hall to Deion Sanders. Was it fair? Absolutely not. These guys idolize these guys. It's not fair. And a lot of times I don't want to hear the shit and you don't want to hear the shit, but the conversation is always going to be there. We got it with LeBron James right now. Me and Sam just had a conversation about LeBron James and Magic Johnson. They comparing him. Do I think that's a fair comparison? I don't. Sam thinks it's a fair comparison, but when you dealing with greatness and players, that's a conversation it's going to come up. It ain't nothing we can do about that. It's not fair, but it's going to be there. That's the conversation.
You got it, man. Go ahead.
In all fairness, to several good points being made, no comment.
See, no. See, no, we're gonna have the conversation, goddammit. We're gonna have the conversation. You're not gonna run like a chicken now. Y'all want to run like cowards now. Here y'all cowards go. Y'all don't want to have the conversation.
First of all, we gonna have some order. Okay, and second of all,
you see these cowards. Anders are acting like a coward, and Sam acting like a coward.
I am going to get to finish my.
Now they don't want to talk.
You know what?
Now they don't want to talk.
You see
I am going to finish my thought.
You see,
okay, I'm going to finish my thoughts, sir.
Oh, okay. No comment, no comment.
Okay,
I see
you know what I'm saying? I didn't interrupt you when you ran off on your entire tangent. I let you have it.
Well, goddamn talk. I don't want to hear no bullshit about no comment. Talk.
Nobody care what you want to hear. I'm gonna finish my thought.
Well, talk,
you finish yours. Stand over there in that corner with your man hat on and let me have mine.
You got these two cowards, they still up here talking. Now they want to get mad.
Excuse me. Again, what did I interrupt you? Did I interrupt you?
You said no comment.
Did I interrupt you?
You ran like a coward and you said no comment.
It's the question. Did I interrupt you?
I don't give a shit. Now go ahead and talk.
Sam, I got a question for you.
When a conversation don't go away, go ahead. You the one that started. You and Sam started it. Oh, no comment. I don't want to speak on it.
Interrupt you.
I started.
Talk.
Did I interrupt you when you spoke your piece?
Go ahead and talk. You said no. I'm not starting anything.
Shit. Yeah,
I didn't. You didn't talk.
What you talking about?
You said no comment. Did y'all both not say no? Hey, people in the chat, did they both not say no comment? I don't want to speak on it.
Nigga,
Sam, you got it?
Oh my God.
Go ahead. Come on. Let's hear it. I want to hear it. Because I could have swore I heard both of y'all say no comment.
I never said no comment.
Let's go.
What are we talking about?
What you heard was you giving your spiel and not being interrupted. What you heard was you getting.
You said no comment. Stop lying. You said no comment.
I never said no comment.
If you let me finish my thought, you heard what the rest of us supposed to say.
No comment.
But you didn't give nobody time to finish their thought.
Yeah, you did. No, I did not.
Hey,
I'm not
people in the chat.
No comment. Second of all,
people in the chat, did y'all not hear both of them say no comment? Both of them said no comment.
I never said no comment.
But that never came. Okay.
I'm in the middle of my damn sentence. And if you'd have shut up long enough, Michael, listen, you would have heard the rest of my damn thought. All you heard was no comment.
Answer the question, people in the chat. Did they not use those exact same words, no comment?
That's all you fucking heard.
Yeah, because you didn't want to comment. Exactly.
You don't know what the hell I was gonna finish that damn statement with. I had more to say on no damn line. All you heard was no comment.
Here you go. I didn't make it up. I'm just saying, I didn't make it up. Y'all said that. I ain't said.
All you heard was no comment. I was not through talking.
Thank you, Muto. Thank you.
You can't say no comment and then try to come back and double back and say, so that's how that works. So you acknowledging you being a hypocrite.
How am I being a hypocrite and you ain't even let me finish my fucking sentence? How am I being a hypocrite?
Did say you got it after you made a comment. OG did say no comment. I didn't make it up. Y'all made it
no
up.
comment. But goddamn it, I wasn't through fucking talking.
Now you want to talk. So
I wasn't through talking. I wasn't through talking.
Okay.
I also so Mad Mike didn't make it up. Go ahead, y'all. Go ahead.
Nobody said you made anything up. My point is, you spoke your goddamn piece uninterrupted, and just because I said no comment and can't goddamn and finish my fucking thought, now I'm a coward all of a sudden.
Both of y'all said it, so now y'all want to take it back. Y'all both said it. All right, go ahead. I wouldn't say no more.
I was trying
to finish.
Why do you keep lying on me, bruh? Why you keep lying on me? I never said no comment.
You got two words out of the whole entire thing.
So nobody
and you
said.
Ain't even heard the rest of the goddamn thought that I was trying to present along with my goddamn comments. Ain't nobody trying to take nothing back.
Both of y'all said it, and y'all saying
all you heard was no comment.
If you read it right, he never said that I said no comment.
He said Ant did say you got it after you, and you said no comment.
I never said no comment. That's what I'm saying.
You did, Ant. I heard you.
No.
Well, go ahead, speak.
No. You know what? Bye. Okay.
He said it. That's your fault.
No, it ain't. Ain't nobody's fault. The fault is that all you're taking is the no comment, and this is that I was saying more.
Go ahead.
But just because I said no comment,
y'all get caught in lies, and then y'all try to say it's not.
Just y'all get caught. No comment to start my damn thought, or I'm being a coward.
Yeah. You said it. Don't came out here. I didn't make it up. Y'all said it.
Nobody said him making anything up. I'm saying, goddamn it, I said that to start my damn thought, and just because I said that, I get cut the entire hell off.
You never made a comment.
Shit, you didn't let me finish.
Well, go ahead. Why are you still mad? Go ahead, make the comment. Go ahead.
I gave my declaration on saying no comment simply because my definition of the epidemic of Vickittis is a whole lot different than what you standed your statement on that wasn't interrupted. I like I said before, I have, if anybody's heard me over the last 3 days, 4 days, the beginning of the week, you know where I stand with this. And the definition of said epidemic are those that don't think the quarterback position revolves around anything else other than running.
So you think that's all that people remember, Vic, is running?
What I'm saying is in people's minds, thanks to Michael Vick, the only thing that matters at the quarterback position is that you're able to run. Because that's all that anybody, especially in this fan base, are concerned about when it comes to the quarterback position. That's why I labeled it damn Vickittis.
But
because
what does
they
that
can't
have
think
to
of
do with?
anything else. They can't think of anything else at the quarterback position. Being a thrower of the football, being able to read defense, and being able to lead men on your unit is not in the criteria of most of these people when it comes to the position of quarterback in the Atlanta Falcons organization.
So yeah, but what about the days? What about the days in Philadelphia? That doesn't count because a lot of people became Mike Vick fans even in Philadelphia too.
Well, more power to those.
So this only pertains to.
I get. Matter of fact, I'm gonna restate because I actually answered this question. Um, I said to start this particular topic. Me personally, myself, I really wish there was somebody else to mentor Michael Penix Jr. And that's not taking anything away from whatever Vic did in the league here or in Philadelphia. Me myself personally, I would rather Dan Marino or Warren Moon or Doug Williams or Matt Ryan or Steve Young.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me personally. That's
Well,
that
yeah,
that that's who I would hope that he would sit down and have a conversation with one of those guys. That's just my personal opinion. Not to
I,
saying Vic don't have anything to offer, but that's just my preference.
I wouldn't even. I like honestly, I don't even want him getting other future quarterbacks as far as like they. I wouldn't even. I wouldn't take any football. I would reach out to them for like what it takes to be a leader and what it takes to like do it off the field because I think for one the Falcons have more than enough quarterback coaches and more than enough coaches to kind of get him right as far as the his mechanics and all that type of stuff, the football aspect of the game. Now, if you want to talk about the quarterback when it comes down to like the mentality, what it takes to be a leader and all that stuff, yeah, because a guy like a Steve Young, if you look at a Steve Young, he's a guy that started off as a bust. He started off with a bus and he had to go to San Francisco and learn how to be a quarterback and how to be a leader. So in that aspect, it's certain quarterbacks that I just wouldn't touch. Steve Young is one of those guys. Dan Marino is another guy because he been at the mountaintop in the beginning and then his team just completely fell off. So he was another guy. But it's just certain guys I would leave them alone as far as like the mechanics in football and stuff like that. But yeah, that where I agree, but I wouldn't because the mentality with the old school and the new school is two different things now, and I don't know if that'll be something that's good.
Well, even on the lines of mentality, I also said in watching this young man, while he's been making his rounds on the local circuit, he's I haven't seen anything from a red flag perspective concerning his character as of yet. As of yet, I'm watching certain particulars. You know what I'm saying? Just as to see, you know, like does he want it? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Can he have it? You know what I'm saying? And will he get it?
Hmm. But that's all. That's why I went back to my original statement was saying it's very disrespectful to even bring up Michael Vick because he's actually played games. You can't put a guy on a pedestal or have these crazy expectations. And I think we both can agree with that. You have these crazy expectations for guys that haven't even played the game. Who to say that Michael Penix is going to be good? We don't know. We seen what happened with Zach Wilson. We saw what happened with Trey Lance. They said them guys they were supposed to be the greatest quarterback staff of all time. Guess what happened? All of them that's the greatest quarterback draft of all time. They said that was gonna be the greatest draft class of all time. What happened to it? Nothing. All of them had they fifth year decline, and damn near all of them don't even have a fucking job right now. So we can sit up here and say that like what you hope that Michael Penix is going to be, but we don't know what the hell he's going to be. Michael Vick has put in his time. He's done his thing. Michael Penix ain't did shit. He's done a damn thing. He shouldn't even be praised right now. He should be sitting exactly where he is, his ass right on the damn bench.
Well, and he has 1 foot out the door and 1 foot in the door, Corey.
And that's another thing too. That's another thing too. Even with Trevor Lawrence, you look at Trevor Lawrence. Guess what? They don't even know if they want to give him that big extension. They let one of his weapons walk. And
Well, that's the answer to that question then, because that right there, when you let the number one weapon on the outside of a team go, that tells you they finna go in a whole nother direction, and it's not gonna be anything that's gonna be liked by Trevor Lawrence. So the writing's on the wall right there. That's what they're doing now. They got the guys they let walk down in Jacksonville. Oh yeah. Yeah,
did they draft a wide receiver? Because I don't. Did they draft a wide receiver? Or was it a tight end?
I think it was a tight end. I think
it was a tight end that they had.
I think it was a tight end. I think it was a tight end.
See, so they don't even really want to invest in. I think they brought in, was it Gabe Davis? I think it brought in somebody they brought in. I forget who it was. But they brought in a wide receiver.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I believe they drafted a tight end too. But like that's what I mean. This is a major problem within just sports in itself, and it has to do with our own personal feelings about God. It's our own personal feelings about somebody. For years, people they disrespected Matt Ryan. They disrespected this man. Why? Because they didn't like him. Just because you didn't like him had nothing to do with his play on the field. You just didn't like him. He's a white boy. He's this. He's that. That dude put up numbers
That
every
white
year.
boy took Michael Vick's job.
That was the whole conversation. Yeah, let's not. I don't want to talk about it because Matt Ryan is just not my guy. So I'm just not have a. I'm just not. You're not even giving the guy. You're not even giving guys their proper due respect. And somebody who hasn't even played a game shouldn't even have respect. No player who haven't stepped on the field is not even worthy of respect. You shouldn't even be worthy of respect. I don't give a damn if you are drafted number one overall. Achilles Smith and all those guys know what it's like being drafted that high, and they did absolutely nothing.
Achilles Smith, Andre Wow, every Ohio State quarterback not named C.J. Stroud.
So just because,
yeah. I mean, like I said this the other day, you go look since 2000. Okay, let's just take this sample size. Since 2000, only 24% of first round pick quarterbacks have been successful, and that number gets lower the further back in history you go.
So now you know how I will come up with that idea of like it even being disrespectful to even mention Michael Penix and any starting quarterbacks. We don't even know this motherfucker gonna be better than fucking Taylor Heineke right now. We hoping, we praying that he stays healthy. We praying that he be good, that his game translates to the NFL. We prayed and hope that Vic Beasley and Takk McKinley game translates. Sometimes the shit just doesn't translate.
I mean, what I'm saying? I've seen it myself. I mean, hey, look, I mean, people are doing all this talking about he can start now. I'm like, okay, there are just based on last season, in NCAA. There's 7 games that you can look at and they would immediately tell you he's not ready to start in the NFL. Um, it's excuse me. Um, he has not seen a NFL defense. And I make this point one more time. The Dan Marinos of the world, the Fran Tarkingtons of the world, the C.J. Strouds, the Matt Ryans of the world, the Roger Staubachs of the world. These guys like these do not grow on trees every season. They don't. You don't get an out the box starter in every draft. You don't.
There's very few. That's a list. That's why I say that again. I like I said, I knew it wasn't gonna be popular. What I said, I knew it wasn't gonna be popular. But it's again, we go back to our personal feelings about said quarterback. When you look at Vic in its entirety, one of his biggest issues wasn't his physicality. That, in my opinion, I don't believe he wasn't tough enough because you look at the hits that he took. Oh Lord, especially against Tampa, he was getting his ass destroyed. And then you look at his abilities to throw the
Tampa and
ball.
Carolina.
Yeah, that too. So his mentality is what kept him from being great. It wasn't the fact that he couldn't do it. It wasn't the fact that he wasn't playing. He didn't have great games. He had great games. But what Sam always said, he put that motherfucking playbook in the trunk, and he just didn't want. He didn't want to learn. Learning is a part of the game. Learning is a part how you become great. Tom Brady, Matt Ryan is one of the two most cerebral. Peyton Manning, these guys are some of the most cerebral quarterbacks there is. Dan Marino, these guys are cerebral. They won in the film room before they even stepped on the field. So that's how you win. So I don't even know. We don't even know if Michael Penix is even going to be there. So it's very disrespectful to even just assume that because this guy he throws left-handed, he's black, he runs a 4.4 that he's gonna live up to a Michael Vick. That's just crazy.
When they saw that damn workout and he ran those 2 times. One was a 4.3 and the other was the borderline over right at 4.4. They had their minds made up then. That's it right there. He gonna be he gonna be the greatest. He can run that time, he can run that, he can run that. Never mind being able to read defenses. Never mind, you know what I'm saying, throwing a pass on every route on the route tree. Never mind being a leader. Never mind knowing the book, and being able to knowing the tendencies of defenses around it. Never mind all that. As long as he can run that 4.3, 4.4, we good. We can sign him up for the next 30 years.
Our personal feelings about guys drives our opinions. Most of the times, our personal feelings about a person drives our opinions, and that's the conversation that we gotta have as fans. Do your feelings drive your personal feelings about said player? Drive your emotions because me and Sam argue about this shit all the time. So what y'all saying today, this is an everyday thing for us. We argue like this every day. It's every day. So and he can attest to this. Anytime we have a LeBron conversation, guess what happened? What you just heard. Why? Because of my personal feelings about him. Like I ain't got nothing nice to say about that dude. I ain't got nothing nice to say. But let me say this. My personal feelings sometimes a lot of times overlaps what he's done in the game of basketball because of my personal feeling. I just don't like LeBron. I just don't like him. I just don't like him. Sam likes him. I don't fucking like LeBron. But guess what? I gotta give that man the credit. I've never seen a player that has played the game as long as he did as long and at the level that he's played. There's never been a guy. I think the only guy that you could probably say is Cal. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He's probably the only guy that have ever played the game that long for as long as he did. So you gotta give people respect, whether we like to or not. Again, it goes back to our personal feeling. We be so emotional or emotional about that particular person. We don't actually we don't want to talk about it because it's just gonna make me mad. It's just gonna start chaos. Sometimes you gotta let that shit out. And that right there is what a lot of fans and a lot of people ain't ready for, to talk about the shit, even if you pissed off. Even if somebody pissed you off, you still gotta talk about shit. So we about the conversation
Yeah.
in its entirety. We about the conversation in its entirety, not when just everybody agrees with everything. We gotta have that conversation.
I'm gonna ask y'all a question. You ain't necessarily got to just answer out loud, but I just want you to think about it. You know, and it is more generated at this fan base. Why is we just can't have a quarterback? Why does it have to be a black quarterback? Why it's got to be a running
Mm-hmm.
quarterback? Why can't we just have a quarterback? Let that sink in. And while you let it sink in, just think about the last few years. Think about the Deshaun Watson situation. How y'all showed the world what we really about in the A. Think about that. Why can't we just have a
Mm-hmm.
quarterback? Hmm? Why can't we just have a quarterback? Why does
Mm-hmm.
it matter what color he is? Why does it matter what color his mama is?
If
Why
he
does it matter where he
left-handed,
come from?
if he wear
Why
a
does it matter
do-rag.
if he's ambidextrous or right-handed or left-handed? Why does any of that matter? If he could play the damn position and lead this team, that should be the only thing that matters. Let that sink in.
Gotta have a conversation, y'all. We gotta have this conversation. Like I said, I know that shit it pissed a lot of people off because a lot of people don't want to talk about it. They don't want to have the conversation. They can't
Because
have the conversation.
if we being honest with ourselves, last year, last year, and I'm saying we, because I'm generalizing we, this fan base was god awful to a young man that didn't deserve it.
He
Just
didn't
because the
deserve
tone
none of
of
that
his
shit.
team didn't deserve none of it. Because when he opened his mouth and said the words, I idolized Matt Ryan. I patterned my game after Matt Ryan. They treated him like a skid
Yo,
mole rat.
it's two guys on this, two guys that I know of for sure that they said, and this is why I say it's very disrespectful to even just to put down Vic, especially when it comes down to players that haven't played or proven anything. It's very disrespectful because we got two players that was like we got Matthew Bergeron. You remember what Matthew Bergeron said when he was drafted?
Hmm,
He was a
hmm, hmm.
big fan growing up.
Yep.
He said he was a Vic fan growing up. Michael
Hmm.
Penix, another one of these guys, he was a Vic fan. Like, so this is what I mean, but it's like a lot of times we got to put our personal feelings about said person, especially a man Ryan. Nobody gets more disrespected than this guy.
Hmm. You
Nobody gets more disrespected
think about
than him.
something. Think about the adulation and how ingratiated those both of those guys. This fan base, I'm talking about they ingratiate him, they love him, they you know what I'm saying, blowing up their social media pages. Why?
Oh,
It's
Pitts. He
because
went to Vic. I forgot about Pitts. Went to his camp.
yes. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I mean, think about what I'm showing y'all now. These guys have said they idolize Vic, they love Vic, they you know what I'm saying, and they getting all the love from the fan base and all over social media. One guy said that he idolized and patterned his game after Matt Ryan and got ran the fuck
Mm-hmm.
out of
And
town.
got ran the fuck up out of here.
Let that sink in. Let that sink in. What's the common denominator in this situation? Okay.
Feelings and emotions, and that's what today's show just proved. Because we have such a personal feeling about somebody, we don't even like we can't even come to the like an honest conclusion. Say, hey man, I just don't like this. I don't like him, and I don't like his fans. That's it. I don't like him, and I don't like his fans. I tell you all the time, I don't like LeBron. I don't like his fans. I don't like nothing about him. I hate when Sam started talking about LeBron James. That shit make my fucking skin crawl. But guess what? I sit down and say, yeah, I mean, I can't argue with that shit. I be hating it, but I can't argue. How can I argue with over 40,000 points being scored? Over what 20, then 10,000 assists in his fucking
Mm-hmm.
career? I can't fucking argue that over goddamn 20, 10,000, 20,000 rebounds in his career. I can't argue with that. I can sit up here and dislike the conversation all I want to, but like if we're gonna be honest about it, we're gonna be honest about sports in general and just honest about a person, we got to put our personal feelings about somebody. And that's what a lot of people are not ready for. They're not ready to put their personal feelings about whoever player they don't admire. Tom Brady, I hate that motherfucker with a passion. And guess what? He's one of the greatest ever did. He cheated, but he's still one of the greatest that's ever done it. You can't take away his numbers. His numbers speak for itself.
And so does that blown undefeated season too.
That right there, too. That's a whole. That's that right there. He
Yeah.
0-2 against Eli Manning. That's a
They
fact.
what?
That's a fact, Jack.
Right? Yes. Yes. You 0-2 against a guy that led the league in interception 3 years. But I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's a whole other opera.
That's a whole nother conversation. So this ain't the end of this. This ain't the end of this conversation. Y'all might see this. What the day? Hey, tonight,
Today,
Friday.
Friday.
You might hear this tonight. So you might
Mhm.
get you might get part two of this argument tonight. As a matter of
Yeah.
fact, when we get off this show, we probably just have that conversation. I know Warren gonna have something for us on the end
Yeah.
game, so y'all might get part two of this.
Look, I hope y'all got full off of this meal. You have your informative veggies and your appetizers and all. You know what I'm saying? This is Falcon Friday, High Noon Madness. We all Falcon, all Fridays,
You
every
can't say
time.
you didn't get the man. You can't say you didn't get the madness today, baby. You got the madness. You
Yes,
got the
yes,
madness.
yes. Another week closer to training camp. We're in the midst of OTAs now. And last minute, crossing the T's and dotting the I's and getting all the spots filled. You know, again, y'all got a preview. You're gonna, get some more. You know what I'm saying? A good evening dinner on the night. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the senator for coming in and giving us a blessing of rantness. And yes, all in the same plate. Uh, but this is what we do, how we do when we do it.
I
You
I
know what
I
I'm saying?
I, I gotta go hug and kiss Ed. I gotta hug and kiss Ed because he pissed. He pissed off. He probably gonna body slam man
Look,
next time he
look,
see me.
look. I felt it because I wanted to do the same thing. I'm like, no, I ain't gonna hit it so like that. I ain't gonna hit it so like that. I ain't gonna hit it so like that. Look, man, it's your boy OGBigSam, the historian showstopper, with the Senator Palpatine, aka the Mad One, the big scientist, the head honcho, the hood ornament of the Unholy Alliance. For OGN TV, brought to you by MMN, the network, y'all. This is how we do it. You know what I'm saying? Keep it real. Keep it dirty. Keep it A. Most importantly, please keep it real with yourself. Make your next choice be your best choice. We out of here, y'all.